All right, good morning, guys. It's Friday the 28th, and really enjoying doing this outside. I like being outside. So today we're going to be in Psalm 55. Going to be finishing that psalm up today, and we're going to be in verses 20 through 23. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. And I hope you guys are having a good morning. And let me go ahead and we'll jump in. So David says, "My companions attack his friends. He violates his covenant. His talk is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken, but you, God, will bring down the wicked into the pit of decay. The bloodthirsty and the deceitful will not live out half their days. But as for me, I trust in you." So David is he's continuing to go to the Lord as he deals with the betrayal of a friend. And there's nothing worse than relational conflict. There's nothing worse in life than when it feels as if those who are supposed to have our back turn on us, or those who are supposed to support us and hold us up abandon us. And I think that seems to be what David is struggling with. He's dealing with the reality that the people in his life who are supposed to be there for him are not. And sometimes we have to deal with that. Sometimes in life, those that are supposed to be with us, those who are supposed to support us, they don't, or they can't, or sometimes it's just that moment. It feels like total isolation. And what David says here in this passage, the guidance that he gives, is that when it feels as if we're carrying the weight of the world by ourselves, when we're carrying the struggles and the responsibilities of everything, he says that we are to cast our cares to the Lord. That the worries, the answers that we don't have, we are to cast those things to God, not to carry them around, but to give them to him. And I know that for myself, I'm the type of person that will take responsibility for things that aren't even mine to take. And I'll carry around stuff that I don't need to be carrying around. And I wonder for you this morning are you that kind of a person? Are there realities, are there responsibilities and things that you're carrying around that perhaps aren't yours to carry? Or is there an unknown or an uncertainty that you're perhaps carrying around with no answers for, and it's just weighing you down? David invites us to cast those things, cast those cares to the Lord. Now, what does that look like? It's one thing to say that, it's another to live it out. And I don't really have a great answer for you, to be quite honest. I'm just like you. I'm learning this as well. But for me, it's going to the Lord in prayer and trusting him. And be quite honest, for me, it's singing and it's worshiping. And it's when I find myself in a space of anxiety or worry or carrying stuff that I don't need to be carrying, I'd find either perhaps a worship song or tape, or you don't use tapes anymore, but you know what I mean, on your iPhone, a worship album, and I just will play it, and I'll sing even that, just refocusing our heart, changing our physical state by singing will often relieve our emotional state, if that makes sense. So I don't know. David was a worshiper, and I think that's perhaps what he would say. Casting our cares to the Lord is opening ourselves in worship and realizing that, hey, I don't have to carry this stuff. It's God's. It's God's position to take care of that stuff. That doesn't mean don't be responsible. It doesn't mean don't take care of your business. But it does mean don't carry around the worries and anxieties that you weren't created to carry. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm ranting, so I'm going to try to cut this off. It's Friday, so step out in faith today. Step out in faith Friday. What is God calling you to do that you need to have faith to do? And thank you, Katie. And remember, we have no devotions tomorrow, so I'll catch you guys on Monday morning. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Blessings. Bye.